So the day is basically over. It's 8:40 p.m. and I did decent in the morning, sort of afternoon, and afterwards it kind of tapered down. I didn't do everything I wanted to. Just wasn't really feeling it for some reason. But it's okay. It's meant to happen. It's not always going to be perfect. One thing I did like was the fact that I joined a Discord call with a guest speaker from the YouTube partner Discord, and it was basically just going over thumbnails and any questions we had. And I took a bunch of notes on there, but I wanted to just say the most important thing that I thought about for thumbnails, and it has to do with standing out versus consistency, because it's more important to stand out rather than be consistent. And the reason he went ahead and said that is because if you're a new channel, if you don't have like a big audience, then you'd rather go ahead and you're competing with everybody else who has an audience. So you want to go ahead and put something that's different, that's clickable, that stands out, and that's intriguing and bring curiosity to it. It doesn't have to be consistent with your other thumbnails. I mean, Mr. Beast is something else because he already has his own brand, and in his face is the consistency there. And we don't have that because we're not, huge like that, don't have millions and millions of subscribers for it. So more importantly, it's better to stand out. And so that's what I did. Well, I still put my face in it, but in this upcoming thumbnail, I did something different, stood out. But then when I talk about it inside the video, I think that thumbnail doesn't make sense. So it might be hypocritical putting a thumbnail like that. But oh well, I'll see what happens. I'll see what the click-through rate is and what the retention is. My estimate is click-through rate will be better than average because it does honestly look kind of interesting, and I'd be curious on what it is. But maybe the video itself wasn't too speedy. Like maybe it took a little bit, I think it took a little bit too long to get into it, and I think the ending was a little bit too long. I don't know, I'm like over analyzing it, but I don't know until I try, and I put it out there. Well, it's not out there yet, but it will be out there, and so I'll go ahead and see what happens to it to see if my guess is right or it's not. So that's all I wanted to share, and good night.